Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's Hitman23 coming at you. It is Wednesday night, and I am doing my video response for Ray from Philly, answering his 3 questions. And I say, yo, Ray, what is up, Paisan? How you doing? How you doing, eh? How you doing? 3 questions. First question is, what is your best baseball card? Second question is, what is your most memorable baseball moment that you were at? Third question is, what's your most memorable piece of baseball memorabilia that's not a card? I'm going off script a little bit with that one. It's a piece of sports memorabilia, but it's not baseball. So let's get right into it. My best card that I own, I feel, is my 1954 Jackie Robinson. And I really don't think I have to explain why that's my best card. But of course, you know, Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in 1947, and he just meant so much to the game of baseball and to the history of this country. Huge, important person who transcends sports. So that is why I choose this card as my best card. If I were to get it graded, probably wouldn't grade so high. Probably maybe a 2 or 3 at best, but that doesn't faze me at all. I still have the card, and I still love the card. So, Ray, that's my best card right there, brother. Second, what is my most memorable sport occurrence that I was present at? And I have to say, the 2001 American League Division Series between the Yankees and the Oakland A's. It was a very special year because that was the year of 9/11, and that was the first playoff series after the happenings on 9/11. And like we all know, the world was a crazy place then. But I was lucky to get to go to the first game. And what I remember most was, the 2 things I remember most was the way the fans were. It was like one big family there. Everybody was very, they were sad but happy at the same time. The Yankees were in the playoffs, and we were excited to see them play. But it was definitely a tough moment, especially after they did the Star Spangled Banner and everything like that. That was very tough. And also, what I remember from that game was the at Old Yankee Stadium, because this was still it was Old Yankee Stadium, in the outfield, up behind the bleachers, because I was sitting out in the bleachers. There was like the white facade, the white gate looking thing that ringed the stadium. There were snipers up behind them, and that was kind of really strange to see, and to know that they were there. It kind of just gave like this feeling of, wow, we are really targets here at that time. So I definitely remember that, and I definitely remember the fact that the Yankees lost the first game 1-0, and they lost actually the first 2 games at home that series, but then went to Oakland for the last 3 games, and they actually won the last 3 games in Oakland, the first team ever to win the division series after losing the first 2 games at home. And in Game 3, my boy Derek Jeter probably made the best defensive clutch play of all time when he did that run across the field and did the flip from, I believe it was Shane Spencer, to Jorge Posada to get Jeremy Giambi at the plate. So that was definitely my favorite or most memorable sports event that I was at. Third, my most prized possession in terms of sports memorabilia, like I said before, it's not baseball. It's actually hockey. And before we moved down to Florida, we lived up in New Hampshire, and we used to go to a lot of the Manchester Monarchs games. They were the minor league affiliate of the Los Angeles Kings. So we got to see a lot of players come up through that, made it to the Kings. And actually, the year the Kings won the cup, we went to a few games. And one of the games we went to was on a Sunday afternoon, and it wasn't a ton of people there. I think the arena held about 6,000 people, and it was maybe half full. But the Monarchs always did a great job with the fans. It was a very, very welcoming team, and it was always fun to go to the games. I really enjoyed going to their games. So on the way in, they were selling raffle tickets to try to make a chance of winning a hockey sweater. So the girl said, not a lot of people are buying them. You want to try? I'm like, all right, they were $5. So I bought one for myself and my 2 sons and my wife. And during the third period, they had the drawing. And lo and behold, up on the screen, they put the ticket numbers up. And my son Luke won the frickin' jersey. I was amazed because he never won anything. So it was nice because we got to choose who we got after the game. We got to choose the player, and we got to go downstairs into the bowels of the arena and actually meet the player, and he would give us the jersey, and he would sign it for us. So we, after some deliberation, because my son didn't really know who to pick, during the game, this guy here, Jordan Wheel, he scored a hat trick in that game. And I said, I think that's the one you should get, buddy. I think that would be really cool to have his sweater. So he said, okay. So we chose Jordan Wheel, and it's an official game-worn sweater. And I believe Jordan is now in the Flyers organization, and I think he made his major NHL debut or scored his first goal this past February for the Flyers. So that's the front of the sweater. That's pretty cool. That's Max. He was the mascot of the Monarchs. He was a great mascot. Always made going to the games fun. And that's where Jordan signed the sweater. And he was a really nice guy. Very nice with the kids. And I thought it was great because it was something I did with my sons. It was kind of a family affair, and I'll never forget that. So that's a pretty cool piece of memorabilia, I think. And that'll always stay in our collection. So that is what I got, guys. And I just want to thank you, Ray. Again, thank you for everything you do for the community. You definitely were a main inspiration for me doing videos, so I thank you very much for that. And I just say, keep them coming, man. Keep them coming. We got to keep this thing rolling. And I'm going to sign off for now, and I hope everybody has a great rest of the week. And like I always say, may the cardboard god shine down upon us all. Over and out. Peace. Let me give you a high five.